All right, so let us go on the record. The court calls the people versus Joseph Aaron Patterson. It's case number 230-442-8601. The matter is set for a pretrial conference on today. Mr. Patterson being charged with count 1 domestic violence. May I have your appearances, please, starting with the prosecution?
Good morning, Your Honor. Gregory Church for the people.
Thank you.
Good morning, Your Honor. For the record, Andrew Roberts appearing on behalf of Mr. Patterson. Mr. Patterson, can you state your full name for the record?
Joseph Aaron Patterson.
All right, thank you. Court notes also have the listed complaining witness present. May I have your name, please, ma'am?
Victoria Terrell.
All right, thank you. And Ms. Prosecutor, sir, what is the people's pleasure in this case at this time?
At this time, the people intend to proceed in this matter as that a final pretrial be set, and when appropriate, the people would like to address them.
All right, thank you. Attorney Roberts.
Your Honor, Mr. Patterson exceeds our guidelines for representation, so we will respectfully ask that the court either adjourn this matter or set final pretrial so that he can retain counsel.
All right, thank you. And you understand what that means, Mr. Patterson?
I'm trying to get just of what all is going on right now. Well, she told me I have to retain my lawyer, which I'm in process. I got that already.
So that's all I was asking you, that you understand that you need to either hire an attorney. You understand that?
Correct.
So this is what we're going to do then. We're going to put this matter over. We'll set the matter for we'll call it a final pretrial conference. That'll be on Monday, April 17th. That'll be at 9:30 a.m. Ms. Terrell, you are excused from zooming in at that date and time. However, you're free to do so if you so choose, or free to observe the proceeding via the court's live YouTube stream. And so, Mr. Patterson, once you retain your attorney, have your attorney file an appearance and have that attorney appear on the 17th of April at 9:30, and that will be via Zoom, and we'll move this matter along as needed at that date and time. As to bond, Mr. Prosecutor, sir.
Yes, Your Honor. After having a moment to speak with the complaining witness, I'm being informed that the defendant in this matter has continued contact, as well as through text messages, phone calls, and attempts at a third-party contact. Furthermore, that Mr. Patterson has visited the listed address. I am unable to find at this current moment if the no contact order and conditions of bond had an order of remaining away from any listed address. However, it's my understanding Mr. Patterson is still visiting Ms. Terrell at her address and sending others to visit involving...
Wait, to visit, what does that mean, Colin?
To go to Ms. Terrell's address where...
And do what?
Others were, I'm being informed that others were first taking pictures and otherwise harassing Ms. Terrell, that Mr. Patterson himself had visited the address and entered Ms. Terrell's home. And due to...
That's not Ms. Terrell's home. That's my home.
Mr. Patterson, don't do that. I'm sorry, Mr. Prosecutor, you may proceed.
And due to these violations, the people would be asking for either revocation of bond or, at the very least, an application of a GPS tether so that Mr. Patterson is no longer able to visit Ms. Terrell.
May I speak, please, Your Honor?
No, not at the moment. Attorney Roberts?
Your Honor, based upon the circumstances in this matter, I think the most appropriate thing to do is for the people to submit a properly motioned up bond motion to the court with sufficient notice, especially based upon Mr. Patterson's current status as exceeding our guidelines for representation, so that can be addressed with his retained counsel, again, with sufficient notice prior to the actual hearing.
Right. Well, I understand that, but as of right now, the court has been made aware of allegations of violations of the no contact order, which was entered on March 5th, the date in which Mr. Patterson was arraigned. So,
Your Honor, is there a do not enter order?
Well, the court does not have that's not reflected in the register of action. I'll say that much, but I don't have the actual order in front of me at the moment.
Okay, then if I may, Mr. Patterson has indicated, Your Honor, that he has not texted her, that he is not calling her, that she actually, I think, attempted to reach out to him, and that the only thing that he's done is try to go to the location to get his belongings when he believed that she wasn't there, and when she did arrive, he left. Did I state that correct, Mr. Patterson?
Correct. She texted me the night I got out of jail, Your Honor. I did not respond to her. I have not called her. I have not texted her. That note, that address she has on her file, that is my address. That's my home. I own that home. That's my house. I went into the home to get my personal belongings like underwear, socks, things that I've been living in a hotel, sir. She's in my home. I went to the court Monday, the day I got out of court. I went to 36th District and filed a 7-day eviction on this lady when they told me I had to have her evicted. But then I've been given several different things that she does not need to be evicted. She is to leave my home. That's my home. I can't go home. I can't afford to live in these hotels, sir. She needs to leave. That's my home.
Thank you, sir. So this is what the court's going to do. Court's going to continue Ms. Terrell, where are you residing?
Okay, Joseph and I was living together.
Ma'am. The question is, where are you residing?
I'm at Joseph House. I live at Joseph House.
Okay. Is there somewhere else you can reside?
I actually found a house. It won't be ready until 2 weeks. I told him to give me 3 weeks at the time when this all started. He blew up on me. I'm trying to get out of here.
Okay. So
I don't have anywhere to go. I would have left.
You said you're indicating that you don't have anywhere to go at the moment.
No, I have 3 children. I don't have anywhere to go.
And the children, ma'am, and the children reside at that location with you as well?
Yes.
Okay. So this is what the court's going to do. The court is going to continue bond in this matter. The court notes that there is, in fact, a no contact order. Mr. Patterson, if you need access to that residence to retrieve any belongings or otherwise, it is only appropriate that you notify the court as such, and the court give you permission to do so with a police escort. It's not appropriate for you to go over there by yourself or on your own or without the court's permission. You understand that, sir?
Yes, sir.
All right. And so I don't know who's giving you legal advice as to evictions or whatnot. However, this court is not in a position to say who can stay where and when, other than the extent that I can order a do not enter order for a defendant in a domestic violence case, which would prevent you from entering that address. The court isn't going to do that at this moment. However, the court is going to make you aware that it is inappropriate for you to go to the Washburn address without permission from this court. You understand that, Mr. Patterson?
Yes, sir. I do understand.
All right. Further, there's no set of circumstances that this court believes it would be acceptable for Mr. Patterson, you to have any contact with Ms. Terrell, and for Ms. Terrell, you to have any contact with Mr. Patterson. You understand that, Ms. Terrell?
Yes, I do.
You understand that, Mr. Patterson?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And so in 2 weeks, you're able to move out, Ms. Terrell?
Yes, I am.
All right. And so what we can do is this, Mr. Patterson, once you retain your attorney, and in the event that Ms. Terrell moves out in 2 weeks, and 2 weeks from today is the 27th of March, the court may revisit bonded or anything like that as it relates to access to that location. Okay, sir?
Well, I filed a 7-day eviction on her, so I don't know how that relates to it, but
if that happens, then that happens, and we won't have to worry about it as far as this case is concerned. Okay, sir?
I have the document, sir, from 36th District Court.
Sir, that is a separate process from what we're talking about here. You can't come here with your eviction. You can't come here with your domestic violence. You can't. No, listen. No, let me finish talking now. You can't come here with your traffic. You can't come here with your civil case. This is a domestic violence case, and that's what I'm going to deal with. If you have other paperwork as to another case involving a landlord-tenant issue between you and Ms. Terrell, that's not something that's before me, and I'm not able to weigh in on that. Okay, sir?
Yes, sir.
All right. You all have a good day and be well. The next court date, the most immediate court date at this time is April 17th. That is at 9:30 a.m. You all have a good day and be well in the meantime.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, Your Honor.